which is Festival of the Living Dead, which was a Tubi original. This one is an interesting one. Oh, excuse me. And it gets a 3 for me. It kind of really excitedly, how do I put it? Like pulled me in, drew me in. Like I was like so into the story. I was so into like, you know, what was going on. And the cool thing about this is it's in the title of the Living Dead. We know what it's gonna kind of be a rip off of, but going into this, it's almost like a spiritual, like that other multiverse type of sequel to Night of the Living Dead, because they are drawing straight from, like they say, the event in 1968. Her grandfather, the young lady who's in the poster, in front of the poster, her grandfather is supposed to be Ben from Night of the Living Dead, and I really like that element and kind of what they were playing into. A really cool one about this one is it's goofy. It's got its issues. It's got pacing issues. It's got, I realize going over sort of some what feels like negatives, and they are, but there's a lot of positives as well. But it's got its pacing issues. It's got scaring issues. Like you can go through the whole thing and pick it apart, but for its budget, for what it was made for, the Soska sisters, who are very talented, you know, directors, and if you haven't checked out their stuff, you absolutely should if you're a horror fan. They did a great job with this, and if this felt like it was doing the same thing, like it was paying homage and parroting a bit Night of the Living Dead, but in such a beautiful way, but not like Street Trash was for the original Street Trash. For that, it felt like it was trying to force the nostalgia. This was just saying we're connected and we're gonna do our own thing within that world, and I liked that. I was like, yeah, take me to a different place. And they did, and it was a different story, but you still had these societal issues kind of popping up with that matter to young people today, you know, I mean, in 2024, whereas, you know, going back, like those societal issues, those younger people in Night of the Living Dead, that's what they were dealing with, you know. They were all younger than me, I think, at that time. So it's just one of those. Oh, the staff in the that's not staff. That is the rifle Ben had in Night of the Living Dead, which I'm glad you asked that, because she does. It was like they held on to it after he had died. The kids. And you know, whatever, you're just kind of connecting something, but it is what it is. But suspension of disbelief in certain areas is fine by me. A very cool connection to this too was a guy I got to talk to at CFF, Twisty Troy, who's a contortionist who's been in tons of horror stuff. He was in this movie as well, and I knew him as soon as I saw him pop up. I'm like, that's got to be Twisty, and it was, and I was so excited to see that. But the young lady who plays Selena Kyle on Gotham was in this. She did a great job as the friend. All the actors did like really fun jobs, like, but it has its missteps, it has its flaws. I don't want to stand on this and say like this is a great movie. I graded on the curve like I did Street Trash. I'm not gonna put The Return and The Last Showgirl on that same curve. Those are deep dramas and, you know, different philosophies. So with this one, this is a winner in my opinion when it comes to horror. Like I think if you can let go of, I don't know, there's sometimes with this movie toxicity where it's like, oh, they're trying to connect it to what I love and it cuts out other things and I hate it. And it's like, you got to let that go. There's so many, I thought this was well done in that and pays respect to the original, which was public domain. And it's been remade a million times. Why not make like a little sister sequel? I've seen like those sister sequels as fan films that everybody gushes over, which is great. And I'm not putting them down, but you know, this is something that actually did something original with it. And I dug that. So I give this a 3 out of 5. I thought this was a well done movie for horror fans, like true horror fans. Like I'm not going to take this over and like show my wife and be like, hey, you're going to love this. Like she's probably not, but she'll watch some other horror movies. You know, she's not that type of horror fan. This for the horror fans, like go check it out. It's on Tubi. If you like Night of the Living Dead, if you like just crazy zombie movies, enjoy, you know. Just keep in mind that there's a lot of heart and depth in this one. So there is some like good dialogue. Like talking to some friends about it, they were saying like they just felt like it was too much slowed down when they got into the dialogue. And I was like, I felt like that helped, and I felt like that matched Night of the Living Dead really well, because it was very similar in the same way. Anyway, that's my review of Festival of the Living Dead. You should go check it out. It's free on Tubi. You know, so yeah, if checking us out as a clip or watching us and listening to it, thank you so much. And let's get to our next review. And I'm excited for this one. Thank you guys again. I really, truly appreciate it. We would truly appreciate if you guys are watching a clip or you're watching these, please give us a like, give us a subscribe. This is really only where we are. I think we're on Blue Sky, and we have a Patreon, which is also free. You can sign up for, get you into Discord and all that other stuff. And yeah, we're just building a good community here in the Snob Nation, trying to do positive vibes, having a good time. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this, hanging out with us. I just want to say until next time, I'm McManhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs channel, like I said, here over on Patreon and stuff like that. But make sure to check out the Scene Snobs podcast or the Scene Snobs Reviews, wherever podcasts are. We're everywhere. And we'd love for you to go check it out, because I will be honest with you, it means a lot to me. I love doing this stuff, and I love having the community and stuff like that. So until next time, remember to be kind to each other and take care of yourselves, because that's very important. And I'll talk to you very, very soon.